Oh yeah.
All right,
Hi, I'm Jabir.
Jabir. I'm David.
Hi David, nice to meet you.
You want to come in?
Thanks.
So are you quite local?
No, no, I stay in Glasgow. So I guess that's local compared to you. You're from London, isn't it?
I'm from London, yeah, East London.
John. David. Nice to meet you.
How you doing?
Hi,
Nice to
not
see
bad.
you.
Nice to see you.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Jabir.
Javier, nice to meet you too. I'm John.
Hi John.
Good
nice
to see you. How are we doing?
Good.
Yeah, good, thank you.
Yeah. Long journey.
I don't think we should hang out here too much before we get eaten.
Oh,
Where's the lights? That would be helpful. And so I think it's 2 double rooms and a single room. We have.
Okay. I'm happy to have the single room.
Yeah. Shower. That's good. Toilet
Shower.
paper. Always good to have toilet paper.
Right, I'm off to bed. See you in the morning.
Cheers. My name is John and I'm 59 years old. In 2019, I lost my son Cameron to suicide at the age of 24. As a result of all of the carnage and brokenness, I too made an attempt on my life 8 months after in 2020.
I wish I had a picked cereal now.
Me and
Well, that's another one that my granddad was taking. Maybe the next one and everything, just collisions, the cameras and...
does anyone need more plates while I'm in this cupboard?
No, I'm alright. Okay. It's just the one now.
Do you need any plates?
No, I'm okay, thank you.
The emotions that I felt after Cameron's death are indescribable. Eight months after Cameron died, I was cutting grass at home and I found myself, instead of cutting the grass in straight strips, I found myself doing circles in my lawn, and in that moment I thought that the world would be better without me because my grief was dragging everyone else down. Suicide doesn't happen in normal families. I wonder if that was actually a stigma inside me. If I, before Cameron died, had a subliminal thought that suicide happens in other homes on the other side of the street and it doesn't happen in my family. And now it has. So after Cameron died, 8 months after that, I had my own suicidal crisis, and despite intervention by psychologists, psychiatrists, GP, family, I was still struggling desperately and still wanted to die. And I found myself having to run outside, and what I discovered was in the vastness of the outdoors, I felt smaller, and as a result my anxiety felt smaller, and so I just started again exploring the great outdoors.
you know what these are?
That's called scabious.
Scabious. They're nice.
Beautiful, aren't they?
Nature is, I probably don't make the time or prioritise getting away into it enough.
Hear the mew of the cry. That's your, Shabir, that's your test. What bird is that?
No idea.
What's your homework?
I can see it, but I can't.
Classical call of a bird. The mew of the buzzard.
Is that a buzzard?
It's a buzzard, yeah. I miss Cameron so much, and I still miss Cameron so much. And I'm utterly grateful that I'm alive.
I'm Jabir, I'm 37 years old, and I tried to take my life in 2014. The point what tipped me over, I feel, was when I had been working extremely hard to get an internal promotion, which I'd put all my effort into. Like, I'd worked all really long hours and I didn't get the role. I said to myself, why can't I keep this job, or why didn't I get this promotion? I didn't do well enough. I'm just a failure in my career, and that sort of led me to feel like I was a failure in general. And also in the background were feelings around my sexuality. I couldn't imagine the thought that I was gay, and I was starting to feel like, come to the conclusion that I may be. The day before, I'd made a plan on where I wanted to go and what I wanted to do. I let my friends and my mother know that I just want a day away. In the morning I set off, I drove to the place myself. It was like I was under some kind of spell. When I did get there, I was so adamant that I was gonna do what I was gonna do. I was gonna take my own life, and someone called out to me, told me to step away from where I was. And in that moment, I felt that maybe someone cares about me. That broke the spell.
I'm not a big cooked breakfast person at all.
My partner's cereal every day. Even has his bowl and spoon ready the night before. It's just, I've not met anyone who does that before.
So what are we doing today, Jabir?
So today we're going to go out and do some bird watching. This is something that's helped me a lot. When I've been at my lowest points, I've found solace in going out in nature.
Well, there's another gannet with the black wingtips.
Yeah.
Watch it probably dive. Here he goes again, watch. Oh, there's two
Yeah.
now.
2 of them. Someone said suicide is selfish to me after my attempt, but suicide is not a selfish act. In my mind, I was being completely selfless because I felt that I was doing everyone a favour, and that perhaps it would be upsetting for them for a little while, but in the long run, I was doing them and the world, actually the world as a whole, a favour by not being around. And I really believed that at the time. Seen anything, John? I think it's a seagull. There's something so calming about looking at another creature, because it takes you away from what you're thinking about.
Completely.
You're looking at another living thing.
So we're making a U shape. Okay, I'm going to come to. And go! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
My name is David. I'm a recovering alcoholic addict. I've been sober for almost 8 years now, and 4 years ago I thought of taking my own life. At this rate, my sausages will be cooked by lunchtime.
That coffee's going to help me, I think.
Good. How's it going, David?
Getting up.
Yeah?
I'm just now making a custom ketchup out of tomato passata and sugar.
Maybe there's a new business awaiting you.
I think Heinz got there a long time ago. When I stopped drinking, I hoped that life would just immediately get better and then continue to get better. How could it not? This one, he's most expressive. He keeps scratching himself and just looks at. Is that a yawn? I wish we had a bucket of fish. Even with the alcohol being removed, whatever was in me that was causing me to drink like that was still there. That day My mum picked me up and I got in the car. She was asking me how I was, and then I just decided to tell her I was feeling really quite suicidal. I felt as though I just was a constant burden and hassle to my family and friends because the amount of second chances I'd had and messed up. I just thought it would be better if maybe she just had one more really painful thing to go through and then no more after that. And she said to me, please never think like that. I would always rather you were here than not here. Sometimes people can't see how much they are loved by their family, their friends, and that life can be okay. Reading philosophy, novels, literature, art has probably taught me that, okay, yeah, being David Barber might seem like a really hard slog sometimes, but that's life. Like in the last few years I've been reading a lot of ancient philosophy. Like a lot of these guys had the answers thousands of years ago. It feels like it's got 4,500 years ago someone else was touching these rocks. And what were they thinking? What were they doing? What was annoying them? What were they? How did they pass their time?
What were their struggles?
Yeah. I think there is a stigma that only people who are diagnosably mentally ill attempt suicide. And I don't think that that's the case. I think lots of people can become suicidal because of how difficult life is and how much they struggle to cope with that.
This is David's comment on the Stoic philosophers. This is what the Stoic philosophers would say, that
Sometimes you'll step in shite.
yep, life is full of shite.
Which is one of the best Stoic philosophers, of course, was Eric Idle. Life's a piece of shit when you look at it. Just it'll slide off.
Bit like yourself, David.
I'm on it, my second bottle of alcohol-free one.
The seals this morning were pretty special, weren't they?
Especially that one, that was my favourite one, was the grey one, and it was like so expressive the way it was sitting, like, sort of like, at one point I think I swear it did this as if it was just lying contemplating existence for a while.
Only David could have a favourite seal. Very good.
Yeah. We're going to want chairs, are we not? I do love the smell of matches, so.
Me too,
You blow a match.
actually, yeah.
That chair's going to go in fire.
You have to keep feeding it, haven't you? That's the thing.
Would you like some Burns songs?
Yeah, sure.
The verse goes, "Ye banks and braes, O bonny Doon, how can you bloom, sae fresh and fair? How can you chant, ye little birds, when I'm so weary, full of care? You'll break my heart, ye warbling birds, that warble through the wanton thorn." You remind me of departed joys, departed never to return.
My gran used to always sing to me when I was a kid, which I remember when I was wee. You know, Bonnie wee Jeannie McCall.
Yes.
My gran used to sing that.
I find wee lass, a bonny wee lass.
I find wee lass, a bonny wee lass, is bonny wee Jeannie McCall. I gave her my mother's engagement ring and a bonny wee tartan shawl. I met her at a wedding at the Cooperative Hall. I was the best man, she was the belle of the ball. I don't know the rest of it. It's been really nice to be in the company of a group again. I don't get to be in the company of groups very often these days.
You know, I had a moment the other evening when we were sitting because it suddenly struck me that this may never have happened. If we had been successful in an attempt to die, then this meeting would never have taken place.
I spend an awful lot of time working and reading about, analysing and thinking about misery and human misery of all kinds, but then there's the occasional wee moment or experience you have when you think, do you know what, life's quite good, or not too bad. Yeah, I can do this for a little while longer.
And that was a moment tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.